What's going on, guys? Well, we got another blade to talk about today, and today we're looking at this little guy. This wee bit little pocket sword. This is the Pocket Samurai. Alright, this is by Stat Gear, called the Pocket Samurai for obvious reasons. Looks like a little samurai sword. We have the design here into the handles. This is a Framelock, and they say it's titanium, so it must be just a coated titanium. It's available in black as well as gray, and I'm pretty sure the gray one is not a natural tie finish. It's just also gray coated, if that makes any sense. But nifty little blade here, came razor sharp. This is a 440C, and it is marked on the back of the blade. All right, and then SG for Stat Gear right on top of it. But cool little keychain knife. This does have a wide, strong pocket clip. I only carried this once. I've actually had this tool for a long time now. The owner, Stat Gear, had contacted me and asked me if I wanted to try it out. I said, yeah, sure. Got it a while ago, sat on it for a little bit, used it as kind of a letter opener, opened my mail a few times at the house, but recently kind of rediscovered it and wanted to use it to get a video done for you guys. But most of the carry on this was on the keys. I carried this for about a week and a half using the little loop here. It's kind of like a standoff, very reinforced hole here, lanyard hole, and put a split ring on here and just had this dangling on the keys. And on the keys, when you have anyone who carries keychain knife, you know that it really beats up on the finish. So I don't know offhand what the finish is on here, but it didn't mar it up too much at all. So just banging around the keys, the finish held up very nicely, which is nice. You can see there is a little thumb stud here. It's a little bit difficult to get used to opening it one-handed, but you know, eventually you can figure it out. You can flick it open if you get the right grip on here, so your fingers aren't in the way. You use your thumb, flick that open, which is nice. The lockup is pretty good. There's a tiny bit of up and down. It's barely noticeable, but it's there. There's no side to side at all. I do have an adjustable pivot screw here. All right, tiny old Torx. I think it's a Torx 4. But anyway, it's a neat little knife. The whole thing about these, I really like the design a lot, but they're charging 40 bucks for it. I think that's a little bit too steep. Yeah, it is titanium, but I don't know. There's a lot of novelty here. It is definitely a functional knife that did, you know, cut everything I was cutting, you know, sliced totally fine. I am a fan of 440C, even though we have all these super steels out there. Totally adequate, nice and sharp. I do like the, you know, the idea of having like a little miniature samurai sword, which is super cool. It's just, I mean, overall, comparing it to other stuff in the marketplace, there's nothing quite like this. So if you really want this, that's the price. It's 40 bucks. But I see this more as like a $15 or $20 knife. I'd love to see that price come down, if at all possible. If not, because of the titanium, maybe, and you know, anodized aluminum version, you can get a bunch of different colors going. Like I said, for around 15 or 20 bucks, I think these things would be super popular. At $40, it kind of limits the, you know, the interest, I think, a little bit. But it is super cool. 2-inch blade on this. And like I said, I mean, it did come razor sharp. It's just, you know, and I don't know a lot of people out there that are spending 40 bucks on keychain knives. All right, and although the pocket clip's pretty cool, if I were to save and use this and keep it on the keys permanently, I would just remove that. I did tighten this screw down a couple different times. It got loose. You can see there's a little play here, which is scratching off the finish. Not a huge deal, but just something to note. You know, I'm cranking down on that. I'm gonna have to put some Loctite on there or something because it still wants to move after using it. But it does hold nicely in the pocket. It's just I don't like using small knives like this clipped to the pocket because they're sitting higher up in the pocket. I always feel like if I sit down, it's gonna maneuver its way out and fall out. Generally speaking, keychain knives aren't super expensive knives. I've had so many different ones. I've had a Boker keychain knife before, numerous different Spyderco knives I've had on my keychain, and the list goes on and on. I can't off the top of my head recall any of them that were $40. They were all like $10, $15, $20 knives. So as long as the price can come down, I think the interest is definitely going to be there. But hey, it is what it is. It still is a little titanium frame lock. So anyway, there's my review on this Stat Gear Pocket Samurai. It's super cool and it is definitely functional. I just think the price is a little bit high for what it is. I'd like to see the materials change. You know, of course you can make this a $200 knife and, you know, put some M4 steel in there and slap a different name on there. But I just think the people who would be buying this wouldn't want to spend $40 on it. They're more likely to buy something like this for $10, $15, $20. So we'll see where that goes in the future. Love to see them come out with the aluminum version. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you soon. Take care.